Okay, what's up, everybody? I'm Jay Blue Sanders, also known as DJ Blue Radio, and it is Tuesday, November 24th, 6:22 p.m. Pacific Time. I have a special guest with me, the administrative of West Coast Mafia. We got Neil Moon in the motherfucking house. Oh, actually, we got him online today. How you doing, sir? How you doing today, sir?
I'm not too bad. Doing good, actually.
Okay, all right.
Except for all this COVID crap.
Oh man, tell me about it, man. The global coronavirus pandemic. Tell me how has it been for you this year?
It's been all right, man. We haven't really changed very much. I live in Ontario, and the closest city that even has any cases is 2 hours away. We have no cases here. Like I said, hasn't really changed very much. We have the longest March break ever there in world record history, and my kids are attending school now. I feel safe sending them to school because I have teachers that live in the community that send their own kids to our school. So I feel safe about sending my kids to school, right? If they're going to send their own damn kids to school, then the schools are safe. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Congratulations to the kids for going to the school. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and give those kids a round of applause.
The only thing that's bad is if they get a cold, any little symptoms, they got to go and get a corona test, and then they got to stay out of school for 4 or 5 days until we get it back and it says negative.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you think about the president elect and the VP elect? How do you feel about that?
Oh man, we have a bunch of idiots running our countries, man. We need people that are going to stick up for the youth and get all the deaths off the streets, man. Like, we got all these drugs and all these companies pushing everything. They don't care about the youth. All our youth is dying, but you know, they're just rich and greedy and staying up there.
Okay.
So I don't agree with any of those guys in that politics crap, man. I feel like they're all blowing smoke up our right up into us, and they're just, you know, they needed more funds to abuse. Like, they're not talking about the $165 million they took from Legal Aid Ontario money just before COVID started. They're not talking about all this other different stuff going on, like Bill Gates is giving people in Africa, you know, these different needles, and, you know, he's got all these people sick and all that crap. Like, Canada keeps on borrowing money off the WHO.
Okay.
Really? Like, the WHO can tell us whatever the hell. We have to abide by what they're going to say, because we just borrowed hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars off of them. So they could just bullshit us all they want, you know?
Okay. I respect that. I respect your, how you feel about that. And,
well, I like growing up all throughout my school years and stuff, man, I was always told not to trust the government, and the government's lying to us, and they took so much stuff, so much cutbacks here, there, and everywhere that it's like, really? So now they're going to keep on giving us stuff?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they care about us at all. But maybe they do. Who knows? I don't know what their big plan is. But really, we're listening to the government, which is the biggest, if not the biggest, mafia out there, man. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's.
And I feel like Bill Gates and all them, they want to procreate themselves. They want to just have them running around.
Yeah.
Little Bill Gateses and little Trumps. Like, why don't they have a statue of a black man out there, man?
Right.
Because it would have put them to shame, man.
Yeah.
It would have put them to shame, and they can't do that. You know, they can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I just.
So you're living through the coronavirus pandemic, this global pandemic. It's been riffraff all through the globe. We just got a new VP elect, a new president elect, Trump is still president for the remainder, 50,
I
60
wish them
some
all
days.
the best of luck, and hopefully everybody listens, man. That's all.
What do you plan on doing next year for 2K21?
Live my life, hang out with my kids.
Okay.
See if I can make my music grow. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, hold on just a second, Neil. I got another guest here.
What's up,
okay.
Richard?
Hey, what's up, man? Go ahead and keep the noise down. I'm in the middle of the interview. Okay, all right. So, now, you said next year you're going to be just staying at home, living with your kids, taking care of the kids. So, as for you, I know who you are, but tell us who you are and what you do.
Administrator at West Coast Mafia. I've just been mass producing music, keeping the creator Mike Measy's name alive, and keeping West Coast Mafia alive.
Yes.
The music and, whatever's going on
Yes.
with all of us, the ones that are in the crew, and I guess we got to dismantle it now and rename it or do something else. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to 2021 songs by the end of the year, so you guys can all call me Moonpock.
Okay.
So I gotta, what is that called? I gotta earn the name, pretty much is what I'm saying.
Okay, so tell me about that. Tell me a little bit about the dismantling of the West Coast Mafia, because, well, first of all, I want to say shout out to you and the West Coast Mafia, for showing me love, for inviting me to the crew. Now, the West Coast Mafia, I remember you said that you guys were like the top 3 for 1 year. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. We were in the top 5. We used to have an alliance on the app, which was Paradox Records, South City South, Local Entertainment, Lazy Boy King's crew, and West Coast Mafia. So
Excellent.
we had a system within the app that was an alliance, so we kept the top 5 crews aligned, the top 5. Like sometimes we would trade somebody would be different number 1, someone would be a different number 2, but we always kept those 5 crews within the top. So I don't know whatever ended up happening to that. I used to be in Do Great Records, and then I was in Paradox. And then I went to West Coast Mafia a couple of times when Mike Measy would ask me to go there to kind of keep the music living on and keep it going. So I did that for him, and now he wants it all to end. So I guess we're going to have to stop that for now or figure out what he's going to decide to do.
Okay. Now, that's excellent. And now, what's going down? What's going on with the dismantling of the West Coast Mafia?
I guess we just got to rename the crew and get anybody that wants to stay in our crew go over to the new one.
Okay.
That's basically about it.
So
I don't know. I gave up all of this Like I was doing the West Coast Mafia thing, and I gave that up for the We the Money team. I was going to go be with We the Money team, and I don't know whatever happened to that. Long live Max Sosa and We the Money team. So,
yeah.
but yeah, other than that, I'm just at-home dad. I stay here, watch my kids. I lost about 107 people in 5 years. My mom, my stepdad, my grandma.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I started making music. To shut off all that stuff and heal. So one of my friends got killed out in BC, and ever since then I've been trying to have a little bit of his music live on. And a few of my friends, they're my biggest fans. I've wanted to quit so many times, and they're like, "No, man, keep on doing it. You sound good." And I make music from my phone and my tablet. I got people that are waiting for me in the studios. Say a shout out to my bro C-Section, Section Beats, over there in Thunder Bay. He's been waiting for me for about 3 or 4 years now, but they keep on throwing roadblocks in front of us.
Yeah. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so it sounds like that you already got something in motion. You already have a new name. You're already ready to start a new crew, West Coast Mafia Underground, and you're gonna bring everybody from West Coast Mafia to the West Coast Mafia Underground.
We're trying to keep the fam to stay alive, like on there. And
yeah.
I wish we had some directions from the old schools, like Sibo and some of those guys that are right up there with the label, but I don't know how to get a hold of those guys.
Well, I can get a hold of Sibo, and I can get a hold of many people on that side, because the thing is that I peeped the West Coast Mafia, and I was like, they using the same logo, they using the same imprint, the same trademark that the West Coast Mafia records used by Sibo. So I'm thinking that this West Coast Mafia Rap Fame profile was the actual Sibo Mob Father West Coast Mafia records. But it turns out,
so did I.
Yeah, but it turns out that, you know, the administrator, the creator is you guys, and you guys, or you want to know if we can get connections to this Sibo or this West Coast Mafia record. So I think I can.
Yeah, like I don't want to go and ill represent someone else's crew in their name.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like I want to represent them for who they are and what they are all about. And if I'm gonna say West Coast Mafia in all my songs, I just want to represent them and do the right representation. I don't want to be stepping on nobody's toes or pissing anybody off. Like when Mike said, go ahead, use all my music, I was like, well, if you go on the site and you see anything on there you don't like, tell me and I'll take it down. And he's like, I haven't said anything yet, so obviously you're doing good.
Well, here's what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Neil. I'm going to arrange a conference meeting with some people that have to do with the West Coast Mafia records. Now, it may not be Sibo, it may not be who I want it to be, but I can find somebody. The thing is this. I've talked to Sibo, I've talked to Rocket Loke, I've spoke to Brother Lynch Hung. I can reach somebody that can get a hold of somebody from West Coast Mafia records. I'm going to do that just because maybe we can work this thing out for the West Coast Mafia Rap Fame profile. But however, I'm not going to make any promises. I'm not going to, but I would like to do that. Here's why. Because you guys invited me and included me part of the West Coast Mafia. I'm actually in the group now. And I shout out to you and shout out to Mike Measy. I don't know what's going on, as far as the Rap Fame and Mike Measy.
Mike's a great guy, man. Mike's fucking awesome shit. I don't know what's going on over there, but he's still making his music. He's still he's Mike Measy ENT. So
okay, yeah, I follow him too. Also, shout out to him. Yeah, no disrespect to any of the West Coast Mafia members or the creators, the administrators. I'm just trying to just like help us keep this legacy alive. That's all. I'm not.
I wanted to keep his name living too. Anybody else, like anybody that that's out there that represents West Coast Mafia, I'm all about their music too. I just like promoting people that are, out there and getting their music heard, getting it played, and, I'm just about improving, and that's about it. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I respect that. So you come up with West Coast Mafia Underground. Tell me, how did you come up with that?
Well, I just figured we got so much going on already. We're saying the name in our songs and stuff. Why not keep it that way, Why go to change something different? I feel like every time if you're going to go change, if you're a rapper and you're going to go change your name, you're selling out every single time. Like, I wanted to be with Do Great Records for life, man. I didn't want to go and change the crew or end up somewhere else. Because I feel like you're selling out. It's like, oh no, I got to go and change my name. Please, watch my songs, listen to my songs. It's like you're begging them to, and you got to go change your name. No, man. They should listen to it from the beginning. You shouldn't have to go and change anything,
Yes, sir.
So you got to stay original, like original OGs, old gangsters are, man. Like, so
okay.
That's why I'm like, okay, change the name. Like, why change it? If he tells me that he wants to change it and I'm going to get sued or something like that, then I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to something else, And I'm going to ask everybody within the fam and our crew, what do you guys want to change it to? What are we representing now?
Yeah.